It's complicated. Excuse me. Whew. With VIP pussy. VI pussy. Very important pussy. Okay, let's see.
Man, it's complicated. You got the perfect name for it. Like, these days, everything being digital, you could pretty much click on something you like. Now, when you talk to people in person, it's like they caught off guard because they're so used to everything being so digital.
Well, how do men and women get together?
That's facts.
And what do they actually find attractive?
Now, I believe people look for each other for the wrong reasons. Right now, it's popular to be toxic. Like, that's cool now, you know what I mean? And it should be the opposite. People should be going out of their way to please their spouse and not get on their damn nerves. But
yeah, for some reason, some people find that type of shit exciting. Like, bro, don't nobody got no time to argue with you, bro. Especially as a man, bro. We trying to think about new ways to make some money. We trying to think of new ways to make the comfort of living better. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no time to be sitting arguing with you back and forth. Shut up, bitch.
How does each sex manipulate to get what they want?
now, a lot of these ladies want some money, and a lot of these dudes want the same thing. The dudes use the money to bring the girls around and all that stuff. You got to find a girl that like you when you broke. That's what you got to do.
On God. That's a fact. Because if a girl like you when you broke, when you down, ooh, 9 times out of 10, she a keeper, boy. She ain't like these other ones. She ain't like them other ones that's materialistic. They only want you because you could do something for them. You could get them something. One that's with you when you down, when you broke, when you nobody, when you nothing. That makes you see you for who you are. You better treat that girl right, boy. Don't waste the time. Don't make her regret that shit.
Pretend like you broke.
What does it mean to be VIP?
VIP to me means that I get in the club with a bottle service, expedited entry, and a whole bunch of bottles, and this is what it is. It's VIP, yeah.
Get special perks in the places and free passes, beverages, you know, a lot of pros come with it. Money, yeah.
Probably that you got money, let's be real. Because as long as you have money, you're in VIP.
Why don't you typically see women inviting men into VIP?
Because women are not the ones that are spending their money on that stuff. They want niggas to spend money on them. And they want to feel important that niggas inviting them to come. And they don't want to pay for shit.
Because women can get sex very easily, and men use VIP to get sex. Women don't need to.
VIP, I mean,
That's a fact.
very important.
Like, that's why the top consumers are women. The people who buy the most shit is women. When niggas buy shit too, but not as much as women. And the shit that niggas do buy, that men do purchase, is in order to either get women, maintain women, or please women. That's well.
Person, very important parties, and it just depends on where you at.
Why do we have the term VIP if people say they want equality?
That is a great question.
Because not everybody equal.
I do feel like certain peoples and powers in the world feel as though, people in society should be based on tiers, which is why, in general, I do feel like, VIP comes into play.
There's going to always be richer and poorer, period.
Do women want to be equal, or do women want to be special?
Special. They pretend to be equal because saying they want to be special is not socially acceptable. And they know that.
Special. Equal more. I would go with equal, honestly.
Be for real.
Because, it's a lot of women that could do the same thing as a man does, Special, because I feel like...
I like how she just said, fuck that.
there is a what's the word I'm looking for? Advantage
dynamic
that guys have. A woman wants to be taken care of, so that has to come.
Look how she trying to go with that narrative, advantage that guys have over women. What are you talking about? That's not where your friend is going.
I'm from a masculine energy.
What is the difference between being special and being entitled?
Being humble.
Okay, so special, I think that special would depend on like the people around you. Like if somebody makes you, particularly you, important to that person. And then entitled, people, that's like a concept of like in your mentality. I think that if you think you're special, that doesn't mean everybody or somebody has labeled you that.
Entitled means
It was carnival over there or something? This is Las Vegas, boy. I didn't go down there.
you get whatever the fuck you want whenever you want it. Special means
You get it sometimes.
period.
Okay. Why are
Period. 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 Hell.
men still encouraged to be what
Hey, she bad though. In the black hair, ooh, she look kind of good.
women want if women are no longer encouraged to be what men want?
What'd you say? Hold on.
Are men still encouraged to be what women want if women are no longer encouraged to be what men want?
Because they don't care what a man thinks. What a man feels and wants doesn't matter.
And what is that? I'm just like, can you get into depth with that?
Oh,
please?
sure. Okay. Well, women are encouraged to be strong and independent and not need a man, but men are still encouraged to be protectors and providers for women. So why do you think that men should be encouraged to do that if women aren't encouraged to be submissive?
Because who really bring the money home, baby?
Okay, this booty do.
So tell me this, why is it
Oh my gosh. That man, terrible cameraman. Your immediate response is to pan down. She showed it for the camera. You're supposed to give the people what they want.
that a rich man will change a broke woman's life, but a rich woman is less likely to give a broke man a chance?
Got
That's a stereotype because we do it all. We change broke niggas' lives and everything.
Okay, period. We boss you up, baby.
Okay.
Do you think that stay-at-home dads are typically desired as potential dating options?
Absolutely.
There are women that do deal with like broke ass niggas, but generally that's because they're providing something else in a different aspect. Like, really, the only time you would see something like that, not the only time, but one of the main times you see that is like a girl dealing with like a bum ass like hood nigga that don't do shit. You know what I'm saying? He might sell a little weed or something, but he don't really got a job. He don't got shit going on for real. But to those type of women, they see those type of dudes as like prime, like, you know, masculine type of energy. So they let certain shit slide. That's how it is with a lot of women. If you good in a certain area, they might let something else slide. So, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Where they at?
No, unfortunately, like females are still taught that finances and providing for your wife is very important, but I would love that shit, so holler at me.
Do you think that's something that females are taught, or do you think that that's just biology? Like,
No, we're taught.
well, I mean, don't women just automatically, biologically want a man to provide?
Yes.
No.
Yes. She don't want to admit it. That's the thing. They don't want to admit the truth to the situation, the truth to nature.
Well, I've been providing for myself all along, so no.
So then why is it in the age of independent women, a man's value is often determined by what he provides?
Literally, again, a social construct.
Are stay-at-home dads typically sought after as dating prospects?
Stay-at-home dads? No, I fucking work, motherfucker.
Stay-at-home dads. Now, women really think that it's cute when you got a kid that's a certain age, especially when they favor you, and when they see how your child conduct himself, they see a reflection of you on how you raise your child. That does attract certain type of women, but at the same time, that can deflect other type of women also.
What are your thoughts on gender roles?
Do whatever the fuck you want, whatever works for you.
If men have it easier, would you be willing to switch gender roles with a man?
Fuck, you don't even have to finish that question. No, I love being a woman because of relationships.
Okay, if the answer is no, then
Because of relationships. What she mean by that?
why aren't we talking about female privilege?
Because unfortunately, it doesn't exist yet.
You know, I knew she was gonna say that. You could kind of, she's not being rude in how she's talking, but you can kind of tell by like her intonation and her face and that smile. She's very smug. She's very on the train of women are oppressed, and men rule the world, and women don't have nothing. Look at her. Listen. You gotta listen to what they say and how they say it.
But it will one day.
Well, but at the same time, if female...
Look how she gotta look to the side of her friend for validation.
male privilege doesn't exist, then I mean, if male privilege exists, wouldn't women want to switch gender roles with a man?
No, because we got the capacity to understand that it ain't about privilege. It's about dynamics, relationships, understanding in a way that men don't understand.
What is she saying? She's not saying nothing.
Why are men still...
And look, again, how she keep looking to her friend for validation. 9 times out of 10, this is why we talking about with, like, women's, female culture, women culture. 9 times out of 10, a girl and her homegirl is going to co-sign whatever she say, even if it's a bunch of bullshit. And if you say anything that go against what they say, oh, you hating. You hating. And yeah, she got the audacity to talk about because of relationships, because of female relationships, I would never want to be a man. What do you... Y'all relationships don't be built on nothing. Sometimes. Most of the time. Often.
Still encouraged to be what women want if women are no longer encouraged to be what men want?
Now that's a deep question. Because I think it's a lot of things that are still first times that are being accomplished for women. And shout out to them, you know what I'm saying? Because you always hear like, okay, we still haven't had the first woman president or the first woman this and that. There are still hurdles that need to be jumped because of past oppressions that have been held on these women. You know what I mean?
Why do women think that if we have a female president, everything will suddenly become amazing?
I mean, I do feel like it's because of their empowerment. It's that entitlement of just like, oh, well, we could do anything men can do first. It's that type of feeling off of it. But I just really don't feel like there's that. They have the heart for it, but they don't have the guts for it. In the sense of, and just to further elaborate, they don't have the guts for it in the sense of, you know, there's a lot that's commanding, being literally the commander-in-chief as well as other things. I mean, running the nation and things like that. So, given off of a general lady's nature, there's a lot of things I don't feel like they will be able to handle in that position.
Does being a particular sex mean that you have to share certain
that boy trying not to get canceled?
Politics?
Not necessarily. Because I feel like, I mean, when it comes to certain politics, I mean, there shouldn't be no, like, as far as, like, race or even gender, things like that. On certain things. I know I don't want to sound like a contradiction, but on certain things, I do feel like there has to be a general basis there.
Why do women think the men in power won't cater to women when they already have?
I think it's just
victim mindset. That's why.
Because they don't realize it. I also feel like a lot of people in general don't realize history before. And like they always say, I mean, if you don't know it before, you're doomed to repeat it. And I mean, you're completely out of the loop of the progression from that.
Well, in a relationship, I believe you do need to share politics because right now it's a strong divide between the right and the left. And if you on a certain side, you really feel highly. It ain't really too much in between right now. I couldn't see a Republican and a Democrat in the same bed together. That would be kind of, interesting.
If politics are so important in relationships, why do they often say don't discuss politics on a first date? When it seems to be the first thing you'd want to talk about.
Yeah, because now with the politics, it get into like morals too. Like, nobody's 100% Democrat or 100% Republican. You got stuff that you agree and disagree with, but people lean more towards a certain direction. That's why some people don't claim either one. But like, it's things about abortion that you might not agree with and that your spouse does. And when it comes to that time, you're going to be like, okay, if I'd have known these things about you in the beginning, if we had discussed these politics, we wouldn't have to worry.
That man, it's so funny. That man, is enunciate everything he say. If we ain't discussed these things before when it comes to the politics, it's like he forcing them words out, boy.
About all this.
There's a bunch of white men.
Oh, no. Here we go. Here we go.
It's these politics, we wouldn't have to worry about all this.
There's a bunch of white men trying to decide what we will get as reproductive rights. So, no, I don't think white heterosexual men are doing this.
Well, at the same time, though, I mean, obviously there are laws, on the books that do cater to women, right?
As there are many laws that cater to men. That
Name one. Name one. What law caters to men? What? Divorce laws? Child custody laws? What are you talking about?
means nothing to me.
And see, she don't even know. She just want to argue. She want to disagree. Because women can't possibly do anything wrong, and men are always evil and bad.
Well, it can be
It's kind of scary that there's people like this that exist, bro. Like, this is a real human being, bro.
manipulated in different subjects. Like, if we equal, you shouldn't have a problem shoveling and taking out the garbage. You know what I mean? But if we equal certain things, you got roles and relationships. And it's not being sexist. It might be a little old-fashioned, but you have roles in a relationship, and when you can step up and help each other with each other's.
That's the thing. Like, gender roles, it is what it is. Everything in nature, everything in life has a role. The lion has a role, just as the gazelle has a role. Equally important, but different. Everybody serves their purpose. The thing is with people nowadays, because we, at least in the West, in America, they got this mindset of, be what you want to be, do what you want to do. And it's like they're trying to get rid of what what life has done for the past billion years. You know what I'm talking about? And they're just trying to change it all of a sudden. As if it hasn't been working. Like, no, bro. No.
Roles, that's how you build a good relationship.
What's the difference between being special and being entitled?
Ooh, the difference between special and being entitled. Now, I had this young lady I was talking to, right? She said she was hungry, so we stopped to get some tacos. She said, this better have some sour cream on it. She felt like she was entitled to some sour cream. I was so angry, I took my finger, I scooped the sour cream up out of that and threw it on my taco. Because that entitlement stuff, no. Baby, you got to build with me. You can't get it from me. We got to build.
Entitled?
I don't know if I understand that story. Nigga stuck his duet. Nigga stuck his finger in that girl taco.
Is probably if you're a heterosexual man. Sorry. White man. Let's add that. Please don't delete that part.
Can you elaborate on that?
Oh, you see what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? Like, he just asked you the definition of a word, and somehow your brain somehow have to turn it on men. What the fuck is wrong with you? And like, what the fuck? Ooh, I don't like this motherfucker, bro. Let's rewind.
Stuff, no. Baby, you got to build with me. You can't get it from me. We got to build.
Like, this is the type of girl, like, y'all ever been in a relationship with a girl and nothing can ever be her fault? You call out, let's say, a piece of her behavior or something that she do, and she twist it and try to put it on you. That's the type of person this is the type of vibes that she's giving me. Like, this is crazy. Like, bro.
Entitled is probably if you're a heterosexual man. Sorry.
Sorry.
White man. Let's add that. Please don't delete that part.
Can you elaborate on that? What do you mean?
Look at two friends in the back just co-signing her. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah. And look, he said elaborate, and she gonna fold.
Yeah. Like, society, this world is built all around white heterosexual men. So they are entitled to this privilege. It's not even a question. I don't think.
How? You're not saying how. You're just using buzzwords. They're entitled to the privilege. What privilege? What are you talking about?
They understand anything beyond that.
I think that women, if they believe that.
I ain't gonna lie to you. This white girl kind of look like she does some stuff. I'm not gonna say what stuff, but it look like she do some stuff.
I think that women think that a man should have to go through the same thing that women have went through. And I think that they think that until they do that, they shouldn't have to bend for their equality. They think that you should naturally come up to their level, or they think that if a man assumes, let's say that a man wants a woman to cook, clean, and not go to work. Okay, let's just assume that. And then that woman doesn't want to cook, clean, or not go to work. She wants a career, but she still loves this man. So she's going to assume that if she has to bend for him, he should have to bend for her. And I think that the reason that women think that men should be put down now is because they're like, you're never going to understand something until you're in it.
If women don't need men, why don't they build a female-only civilization on an island or a female-only Fortune 500 company and show the world how it's done?
I mean, that's what we're trying
Because
to do.
bitches don't work together. They be
Who's trying to do that? None of y'all trying to do that.
hating and shit.
There you go. She's spitting.
Period. And then nobody want to see you win.
Why don't they build a female-only civilization on an island or a female-only Fortune 500 company and show the world how it's done?
Because they can't figure out how to do it.
I think a lack of resources. There's some women out here who are smart enough to do that, and it's the thing about resources.
Because none of them want that. Don't nobody want that.
Resources and organization. That's it. Some people don't have them same connections, but I'd like to be invited to that woman on the island. You know, we could take a walk on the beach.
Why do you think most guys suck with women?
Most guys is worried about the wrong thing. Like, if you focused in your goals and you find a woman that lifts you up and whatever you're motivated to do, that's your lady. Now, if you have a lady who pulls you down and every day off you dealing with her emotions and, things of the sort, it's
Dealing with her bullshit that's just dragging you down and negativity.
counterproductive.
What is the difference between being old-fashioned and being sexist?
That's actually a really good question. I also think it depends on the partnership, but I think if you're just stuck on your traditional roles instead of what each partner wants and needs, then that would be probably sexist.
Do women want to be equal or do they want to be special?
A little bit of both, let's be real. Everyone wants to be special, though. That's not a female or a male thing.
What are your thoughts on gender roles?
Gender roles, men and women. I feel like I do want a protector and a provider. So
Queen. I knew she gonna say the correct answer.
that masculine energy I do want, and you want to feel feminine. So
If men have it easier, would you be willing to switch gender roles with a man?
no,
Why not?
because there's power in feminism.
So if the answer is no, then why are we talking about male privilege?
I really don't agree with male privilege.
If women have
They didn't understand the question. If men have it easier, as you say, because they have male privilege, why wouldn't you want to switch places with a man? But she said she don't believe in male privilege. There you go. She's a smart one.
been historically oppressed, where did the expression ladies first come from?
That's also like probably a male construct, I would imagine. A way to make females special so that they don't question male dominance.
What? Like literally everything. Her answer to every question is somehow men's fault. Men's fault is men's fault for this. That's ugh.
End of the day, I still feel like females are the most powerful species on the planet.
Okay, if all the men in the world were if all the men in the world were gay, how would women get power?
By fucking all the gay motherfuckers.
But then that wouldn't make them gay.
That nigga gone out his head.
No, but yes, that still be powerful, because I promise you, I don't give a fuck if a nigga gay or not. He got a dick, she got a pussy, she come on to him.
So what does it smell like?
Tuna.
It smells like tuna? All right, what does it feel like?
It feels shut the fuck up. It feels like velour.
It feels like velour. So you love pussy?
I love pussy.
I'm so excited that you love pussy.
I love pussy.
Okay, but would you fuck me?
No.
Why not?
Because I love cock.
Me too.
What the fuck? Why did he put that in? Yo.
How much responsibility?
Okay. Well, as you can see, there's very many different types of people on this planet. Some of them are smart, some of them are not. Some of them are eternal victims, and some of them accept the world for what it is and do their best. Which one are you going to be?